الله رحيم الله مالك الله قدوس الله.
Yo, Algebra.
Hey, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum. How can I help you?
So how
This
much
guy sounds so Arab, bro.
Surah
He might be. Bro, he might be.
29:46
What? It's possible.
tells you that Yahweh is Allah. So if you're not Allah, then you can't be Yahweh.
I'm talking about Yahweh in the perspective of Christianity, not in the
Yes.
perspective of Islam or Judaism.
But it says that they're one and the same.
Yeah, the Father is one and the same, in that sense. But the holistic view of Yahweh in Christianity, why can't I be God?
Because you're not Allah.
Why can't I be Allah in your paradigm?
So first, you're seen and God is unseen.
Was Jesus seen?
Yes, he is the visible
Allah?
image of the invisible God.
How do you know that I'm not the visible image of the invisible God?
Well, you can go ahead and declare it, but you would
No,
have to.
I'm not. I said, how do you know I'm not? I didn't say I am.
How do I know that you, if you were the visible image of the invisible God, you wouldn't deny the Christian God, right?
Sir, how do you know without me announcing anything, without me claiming anything, can you know that I'm not God?
Well, it wouldn't just be from my own context. I would run to the Quran, like I
Okay.
try to do.
Is there in any possible world could I be God?
Well, in a world where Yahweh is Allah, you can't be Allah.
Okay. Why can't I be Allah?
You can't be Allah because, well, do you affirm that you're Allah?
Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions.
Again,
You've never affirmed that you're Allah. So
I know you're not Allah because, wait, are you Allah?
wait, Dawa, wait, bro. Before Jesus claimed to be Allah, was he Allah?
yes.
Okay, so I don't need to claim anything to be Allah. How do you know I'm not Allah?
We know that. I mean, we're not discussing before he came down, right? He's already claimed it.
I'm discussing how do you know and how do you rule out the possibility that I am not God? If you don't rule out the possibility and you must inquire and see if what I claim and what I don't claim and what I do and what I don't do, that proves my point that there is a possibility that I am God in your paradigm, correct?
You keep having to say in your paradigm because you don't want to commit shirk or bid'ah, right?
Okay, can I is it possible for the divine or the divine nature to consume me or to assume me, sorry?
For the divine nature to assume you said?
Yeah. Is that impossible or is that possible?
No, that's not possible.
Why not?
You had a father.
How do you know that?
So if we look into your birth certificate, for example,
Now, without looking. Again, you looking into my birth certificate means there's a possibility that I am God, and you're having to inquire further. That's the point. So there's a possibility that I'm God, right?
you are definitely not like sinless.
Okay, how do you know that? You have to inquire further, right? So then if you inquire and I am sinless, then I could be God, correct?
Wouldn't it be the same way as me inquiring whether or not you're Allah?
No,
Because you never
I don't
affirm that you're
believe,
Allah.
because I believe it's a logical contradiction in reality for Allah to become a man. You don't believe so. So you actually affirm that I could be God. It's a logical possibility. Right?
So you're discussing that it's a logical fallacy for God to become incarnate.
In my
Because once he does, you won't know who he is.
No, I'm saying God cannot become a man. That's an impossibility in reality. You believe that's a possibility. So how do you know that I'm not God?
You see how cooked Christianity is, dude?
Yeah,
Well, not really. I came because
You're so cooked, bro. Like, come to a religion where God can't be a man, dude.
Wait, I just wanted to admit, bro. So can you admit that in your religion, it's possible for me to be God? Even if it's a 0.00005 chance, there's still a small percentage that I could be God.
You can claim to be God, but you cannot prove yourself to be God.
I didn't claim to be God. That's not even the question. Can you rule out the possibility that I could be God in your paradigm?
I can because you never claimed it.
Before Jesus claimed to be God, was he God?
Well, yes, it's like saying...
So you don't have to claim to be God, correct?
Give me mod, by the way.
Correct?
I actually forgot I was mod. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, you don't have to claim to be God to be God.
Okay, so I could be God.
But you're
Mod,
asking
be
to
quiet.
prove
Don't
I'm
talk.
not,
Don't talk.
right?
Plus, at this point,
If you're asking to prove that you're not God,
Are you God, Libiano? Are you God?
I'm not
Son,
claiming to
one
be
second,
God.
just one
So algebra, in your paradigm, could I be God? Is it a logical possibility?
in my paradigm, you can't because you never proved yourself to be God.
Okay,
The only
but
reason
Jesus before he proved to be God, he was God. So you believe that somebody could be God without proving to be God. God doesn't have to prove to be God, so I could be God without proving it, correct?
Wouldn't that be a similar problem with Allah? He's never,
No, because Allah can't become a man. Any man would be ruled out as God.
so how
Because
can he
Allah
prove
cannot be
himself
a man.
without showing himself? I guess.
Sir, that's another. We're diving into another topic now. First, can you admit that I could be your God?
Yo, Mari just sent you a nice gift. What the hell? Dummy.
This guy just blessed me, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, he just gave you 500 coins on accident.
bro, I feel like the Christians would prefer that because it actually like it just messes with the audio. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Oh
algebra.
my God.
Just wait. Let algebra. Could I be God in Christianity? Is it possible?
I would say no. You cannot be God.
Why? What's the contradiction of me being God?
Contradiction is that God doesn't. I mean, he came for a specific purpose when he came to Earth, right?
Okay, that's fine. How do you know that I'm not God coming back to Earth again just to check up on things?
From the Christian paradigm, right? God is triune, and all three persons are already accounted for. Since you're not a part-
That's fine. How do you know that I'm not the second person of the Trinity?
Or the third, or the fourth, or the third, or the first.
Oh, let's just do this. How do you know I'm not Jesus?
Do you claim to be Yeshua?
No, I'm not claiming to be. I'm saying, how do you know that I'm not?
Again, by the way.
I'm just wondering how you know I'm not.
Yeah, how do you know he's not Yeshua? Yeshua al-Masih.
How do you know he's not Yeshua playing Fortnite right now?
Yeah, how do you know that I'm not Jesus Christ playing Fortnite on a Saturday night on TikTok live?
He is at the right hand of the Father.
Get a total man.
he's not-
That's fine. How do you know that I didn't come down from the right hand of the Father and just to check up on things in Canada?
Because when he
Are you
comes
getting
back,
the point, man? Are you getting
why
the
you
point, bro?
telling-
This is taking forever. Are you getting the point or what?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I came be expecting to think that 2946 would checkbait him, but I mean, if you allow me the Quran,
This is
right?
the
Algebra, how do we believe... Wait, wait.
Algebra. Can
We
you?
believe that Yahweh...
Wait, Anas. I'm gonna give it. You could ask any question you want about the Quran. Can you first admit that in Christianity, God could become a man. I'm a man. Therefore, in Christianity, I could be God.
God could become a man through a virgin birth, since you did not come.
Wait, did God appear through theophanies in the Old Testament?
Oh my God.
Yes.
Did he need to be born at all?
Okay, that's a good point, because that is Jesus.
Okay, how do you know that I'm not a theophany right now speaking to you?
What is the consequence of me saying, sure, it's possible?
There's no consequence. I just want you to admit it.
I'm sure
You miss out on $1,000. You miss out on $1,000. How about that?
The consequence is you acknowledge that in your religion, you don't know whether the chicken shop owner that you're going to walk into a shop tomorrow could be your God. Or you don't know when you walk into your classroom that your teacher isn't God, or that your baby nephew who was just born is your God, or that your little brother is God, or that your mother could be God. That would be the conclusion.
I really thought I was gonna get that, the $1,000, but
What?
I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna say that. So I think
W
I
algebra.
think I'm gonna
W
run,
algebra.
bro.
The reason why is because you came in, you were going to try to use the Islamic paradigm. The problem is, within the Islamic paradigm do not claim, nor do we believe God can.
One sec, hold on. I got somebody who wants to try.
Oh, okay, man.
Sorry, guys, I didn't know there was this many people. I'm gonna
Get your wallets out.
All right. Well, this was humbling. Also, take care.
Thank you. I know. So. Have a good one.
E algebra.
All right, Mark. How do you know I'm not God?
I mean, bro, how are you God? How could you be God?
I didn't say I'm God. I'm saying, how do you know that I'm not Yeshua al-Masih?
Okay, are you Yeshua al-Masih?
I'm not claiming to be. I'm asking you, how do you know I'm not?
Yeah, I mean, if I ask you, are you Yeshua, what would you say?
Okay, before I answer you, could I be Yeshua al-Masih? Is it possible?
Is it possible?
Yeah.
I mean, with God, everything's possible.
So I could be your God, Jesus Christ. Thank you very much, Mark, for admitting.
To the Christians watching, I really want you to think about this. Because you believe God can be a limited, weak, dependent human, you open the door to absurdity. This all stems from you truly not knowing God. Because if you did, you wouldn't be forced to hold this insane possibility of the host, or me, or even your own mother being your God. You really cannot distinguish between God and creation. This is the entailment of your belief. Just ponder on that for a while.